Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX setups for today. So, Feds have come out with their song and dance. They're expecting rate cuts in September, and the DAX didn't really get moving. We've just sitting here with three hanging men in a row. If it was the other way around, I would definitely be bearish, but as it is now, I think you should rather just look at that as strong move up range, and you're looking for a break of the range. So that is the level we are flirting with, 18,555. Sorry, 18,545. 18,545 is the level that we are flirting with. We've got a crossover of all the moving averages now. Oscillators are not overbought just yet, but they are pointing up. And if you look at this on the daily, could be the start of something more, but I think this is, for all intents and purposes, when we look at the higher time frames, it is top of range. So you can see that's the range we're in, and that is the top. We have broken through this a couple of times in the past, but each time we've broken through, we've plummeted to the bottom again. One thing that is clear, last week we had a low. This week it looks like we have a higher low at the moment. So in other words, look at the weekly bar there. That was an inside bar in the moment. Nothing going on. And you can see there's no real weekly structure. The weekly structure is a little bit higher up. Put it in, it's this high here. So where to from now? I think it's not as clear cut as the S&P. S&P is fairly clear that you need to be buying. When we get to the 3 hour, this is also a buying opportunity above the moving averages. But what concerns me is all these tails. Now, I get, but it's not that big. It's only a 400 point stop loss. So when we do break this range, you technically should have your stop below the range. But I think at the moment, the low of the week is probably the area to be paying attention to. So let's just get to the daily. So look at that. Big up, big down, big up, big down. We did have a move up, but look at the diversions here on the oscillators. We've made a new high, got diversions. I'm not entirely convinced that we have a setup here. It could be brewing, there's no doubt about that. But I think the S&P 500 offers a much better opportunity at the moment for a long, and I'm pretty sure that the Dow Jones is going to do the same. So the US indexes, I think, are the ones that we need to be paying attention to. This one, I'm just not convinced. So we did have this plateau or area of resistance day before yesterday, and that is let's get it at 18,465. We broke above it yesterday. We came back to test it. We closed below it. We've kind of tested it, and we tested it again this morning. So yeah, I'd be a little bit cautious. We're on the side of a long. In other words, I'm not interested in shorts. I'm definitely more interested in getting in on a move to the upside. But we need to wait for decent structure. Otherwise, you're just going to sit through a whole day of not making any money. So yeah, stop loss area is below the low of yesterday. So if it breaks below the lows of yesterday, all bets are off. You're probably going to get moving further down. So obviously, what we're looking for is a break of 18,545, but not just a break like that. We want to see a pullback onto it, come and test it before get going, because you can see how these people got trapped, saw the break, piled in with position sizes way too big, and then plummeted down. This is probably more than likely stop losses that were taken here. So that's kind of my view at the moment. I think I'd rather be on the S&P 500 than the DAX or the Dow Jones, which we'll go and look at now. But if you are insistent on trading this, a break and retest of 18,545 should be the area that you're paying attention to. But you're probably going to find a break. It'll run fairly high and then come back and test some structure. So that's what you're looking for. Not looking for shorts, definitely not looking for shorts based on what I'm seeing in the markets at the moment. And my challenge is I don't like this sideways price action that we had yesterday and with this diversion. So you're probably going to see some kind of a range forming still, or a difficult grind higher like we saw yesterday, just continue just grinding and being very volatile. So not my appetite. But we're close to a significant area. You'll see what I mean by the grind on the daily. Look at how these swings are happening on the daily, and it's been going on for quite some time. We're looking for this kind of setup again, and difficult to get. Doesn't always happen. Markets never move in a straight line. They're always all over the place, and that's exactly what's happening. But you can see the importance of these levels I've given you the upside. Any break above that and retest, you're in. And it's almost a decent swing trade you're in for a couple of days, weeks, that you could actually make some decent money. Anyway, that's kind of my view for today. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.